When I think of Barbara Bowman, I think of a godmother image.
You just feel a dear auntie next to you.
I think of passion and wisdom and authenticity.
I think of integrity because she always tells us the truth.
I don't know that early childhood education could have grown the way it has. It could not have had the focus that it does now had it not been for her.
Barbara's just one of these larger-than-life legendary figures.
She will certainly go down in history as a pioneer in the field of early childhood education.
I got into early childhood education by accident. I wanted to get married, and my husband was finishing his residency and therefore had no money. And I thought, well, I'll have to get a job. And so the best thing I could do would be to get a job as a teacher, because in those days, women didn't have very many options.
She co-founded the ERIKSON Institute in 1966. Think about the year 1966. It was just a couple of years after Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. It was about 1 year after Head Start was launched.
Head Start was meant to try to close the gap between affluent and middle-class families and low-income families, particularly young children of color.
Once Head Start programs began to operate across the country, there was a job market for teachers in early childhood education.
The idea that education begins before you hit kindergarten, that regardless of one's race or income level, everyone can succeed, was revolutionary and audacious.
The mission of ERIKSON Institute from the beginning was to develop and train adults, caregivers, and educators who can really provide good quality education for all children.
Barbara has been absolutely vital in preparing the next generation of teachers. She understands the qualities that great teachers need to have in early childhood education and has helped prepare them for that work.
Barbara Bowman and the other founding mothers understood the importance of early childhood education in a way that I did not. We were groundbreakers, and as a student, I didn't know that, but Barbara and the founding mothers did.
As a professor, Barbara was very theoretical oriented.
She is a scholar who wants to make sure that we get it right, that the reflective practice we exude connects in real ways that are impactful for young children and their families.
Barbara has worked a lifetime to ensure that there is methodology that matters. Failing to provide young people with the education they deserve at ages 0 to 5 can create a lifetime of deficit or a lifetime of opportunity. And Barbara has chosen to push for opportunity, access, and equity for all.
Barbara has really inspired our public officials, from presidents to mayors, to understand the value and the importance of early childhood and to invest in early childhood.
While I was in the White House, it was important to me that we made this a top priority, and she certainly had President Obama's ear.
She always is going to challenge you, and I can't tell you how important that challenge part was. That honesty, that truth-telling. You need people going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. That was always Barbara.
When you look at Barbara's ancestry, it's absolutely stunning. She comes from a family of firsts, whether it was her grandfather or her father.
My mother was very close to her dad, and he was very supportive of her getting an outstanding education. He recognized her talents and wanted to help her in every way he could. She believes in family and friends.
I grew up in a family where education was important and where relationships were important. Giving back to the community is a tenet of the family.
She grew up in that tradition of taking seriously the responsibility of making the world a better place.
Any way that she can improve the lives of young children, she is ready. It's what fuels her. It's what drives her. It's what motivates her to continue to work at 91.
Barbara still has boundless energy, a boundless intellect, and she's going to continue to work on those things that she cares deeply about and she knows will help children.
She has influenced so many of us who see her as a model, as an inspiration. We admire her so much.
I always felt that I wanted to shape and craft my career in the image of Barbara Bowman, but I just couldn't keep up.
Barbara and the Golden Apple Foundation share a core set of values about diversity, inclusion, access, and equity. And we're honored to honor somebody who has had a lifetime of impact, beginning that journey some decades ago, and who will have impact for centuries to come.
The work that you've done is the work of an angel. We're deeply in your debt for all your hard work and caring about these children.
It is such an honor because the Golden Apple organization has been critical in the identification of excellent teachers, and to be added to that group of excellent teachers cannot help but be a wonderful thing for me.
I'm very proud of her professional accomplishments, but mostly, I just could not have picked a better mom for me. Congratulations, Mom. I'm just delighted that you're receiving the Golden Apple Award for the impact that you've had on the lives of countless young people.